This is the Cholo News Report for Tuesday 15 May 2018. An Indonesian family believed to be connected to the terrorist group Jemaah Ansarut attacks police headquarters in Surabaya. The attack kills all four perpetrators and injures one of the perpetrator's daughter, 6 civilians, and 4 police officers. He said the church bombers and the police headquarters attackers were friends, as were another family whose homemade bombs exploded in their apartment Sunday night. Director of the Jakarta-based Institute for Policy Analysis of Conflict, Sidney Jones, says it has been a long time since any one group has shown the capacity to carry out such a series of attacks. Clearly it's a suicide bombing, East Java police spokesman Frans Barrel Mangara told a media briefing. Thunderstorms and lightning strikes kill up to 80 people in 5 states in India, mainly in Uttar Pradesh. 14 people died in West Bengal, 12 in Andhra Pradesh, 2 in Delhi and 1 in Uttarakhand, a ministry spokesperson said. On the 70th anniversary of the formation of Israel, the US becomes the first country with an embassy in Jerusalem, after a dedication ceremony featuring Israeli leaders and White House advisors. At a White House news conference on Monday afternoon, Principal Deputy Press Secretary Raj Shah said the responsibility for the death rests squarely with Hamas, the Palestinian Islamist group. Today's historic event is attributed to the vision, the courage and the moral clarity of one person to whom we owe an enormous and eternal debt of gratitude, President Donald J. Trump, Friedman said, prompting a lengthy standing ovation. No other place on earth can claim significance to 3 major religions. That is why President Trump has called many times, including right now, on all parties to maintain the status quo of Jerusalem's holy sites. Tens of thousands of Palestinians protest on the border of Gaza. The Israeli Defense Forces reports some in the crowds were planting or hurling explosives, and that many were flying flaming kites into Israel. The Gaza Health Ministry reports at least 58 killed, and over 2,400 wounded by Israeli forces using live fire and tear gas. Even before marchers arrived there from Ramallah, clashes pitted demonstrators throwing rocks and Molotov cocktails against Israeli security forces firing tear gas and rubber bullets. A possible reason Mahmoud Abbas, the Palestinian Authority president, returned on Monday from a trip overseas, and security officials ensured that his path home to Ramallah was clear. The mass protests in Gaza were expected to peak on Tuesday with an effort by thousands of people to cross the fence, despite warnings from Israel, possibly setting the stage for more bloodshed. In line with previous protests in recent weeks, that have resulted in dozens of Palestinian fatalities, there were no reports of any dead or injured on the Israeli side. It was soon clear that repeated calls on Israel to show restraint were being swept away by volleys of tear gas and live bullets, with most of the casualties concentrated in the southern Gaza towns of Khan Younis and Rafah. Included among the Palestinian fatalities were 3 men. The Israeli military said it had killed as they tried to place an explosive device near the border fence, 14-year-old Azzedine Osama, a medic, and a man in a wheelchair, who had been pictured on social media using a slingshot, while Al Jazeera television said one of its reporters had been injured by Israeli live fire.